Hey guys, so this is another update video, this time for Gar. I'm just gonna say Gar, whatever. So, I'm pretty sure I'm late for this one, but still, I'm gonna do it as usual. As usual. I've never been very punctual with these lately. But as you can see, I only have 17 minutes to actually show you the recordings of the actual fights I've had with this guy. Well, you've seen this guy. So, I'm gonna do it right now. And usually that's the most things that I fought. So, check this out. The first thing I wanted to talk about is that when you actually use him, in this case, the main thing I want to say is, oh my god, I moved to make this video so quickly that I'm not even organized mentally to do anything. But the main thing is that one thing that I've noticed, a few weeks ago when he was at +7 and his weapon upgraded or whatever, I could not beat him at all. It was impossible to beat him. Now after the update, I feel that with my Luna and things like that, I have a better chance of actually beating this guy using Luna. In other words, I suspect that after the last update that the developers did, Gar did get a small nerf. I'm not saying that he is not incredibly disgustingly broken. He's still disgustingly broken at +7, especially with his weapon completely awakened. However, I have noticed that he is more beatable than before. It's not like, oh my god, it's +7 and I have zero chance of beating it. No, I have a chance if I play my cards right and if I do a good strategy of getting more buffs and things like that. I am able to actually kill Gar at +7 and high awakening weapon as well. So that's the big difference. And the team has to be at least a little bit weaker than mine. And this guy is like 10k weaker than me. So yeah, that works. So as you can see, Luna is able to kill him, as you saw there. And with the strategy with the stuns, even so, I mean, this Luna is pretty strong. For some reason, this guy has not given her the emblems or whatever. If he gets the emblems, I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble in the future because this guy attacks me and I attack him all the time. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, that's the main thing that I've noticed lately before the 4 days that are there. A little bit of nerf. Not too much, but a little bit of nerf. We have very limited amount of time. Obviously, I'm gonna win this like this because I mean I have everything I need to actually beat this. So I'm actually. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Now I want to know what's gonna happen here. Okay, so that was faster than I thought. Even awesome, even better. However, as I said, let me see who this guy is. Excellent to actually show this. Absolutely excellent. I do have some footage from last war that I fought when we fought a guy that was like 500 and something in power. This guy's like 500 and something, but not like the guy in war. And that guy one-shot us like crazy, like all the time. Because, yeah, when you have a very powerful... Look at this. I'm going to leave it slowly. Look at that. Look at that. I'm already dying, and I'm at 500. So he's like 40k stronger than me. Well, that makes sense, because if he's 40k stronger than me, he should be able to have a better time in beating me than other enemies. Let me see his weapon real quick. Ah, it's a freaking +5. So yeah, that also explains that, because with a weapon completely awakened is, yeah. Look at that. That's what usually happens when you fight a Gar +7, then that is a lot stronger in terms of power to actually beat him. So those are the things that I've noticed lately. So the guy that I just lost to was this guy, Fenrir. He's 500 and something in power. So and I'm 460. And the first one was Wirt here. He's like almost like 10k power difference with me there. So yeah, those are the footages because I pretty much don't have any much more time. 13 minutes. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Now that I actually showed you the footage, I mean, we're pretty much in the launch streak here.
Fades everything away.
Now, I did say on the last update video that I see that this guy is useless before +5. Technically, that is not accurate. if you play Gar at +0, +1, +2, +3, +4, if you play like that, he is not going to do a lot of damage, but he does have a very nice ability of breaking shields and lowering the mana of pretty much, it feels like the entire freaking enemy team. So if you use him like that, if you add him in your team and you use him like that to actually just lower the mana of the team, he can be used on defense in that way and on the attack as well. So instead of thinking him as an absolutely broken hero at +0 and up until +5, he can be used as a Percival, just like sucking mana the entire enemy team, putting all that damage to be accumulated as if it were a Mary. That's the use for him. So at lower than +5, he's not going to be your main damage dealer, but you can use him in that respect. So he is useful at +0, +1, all that stuff, but you know, it's for something different. Now, when you actually have him at oh my god, so many. I still can't get used to this +7 thing. When you have him at +5, he does a lot more damage, and he finally turns into a freaking dragon. And he does a lot more freaking damage. However, as I showed you before, if you use your Luna and your weapon is at +3, he is extremely easy to beat with the Luna at her weapon at +3. Super easy. I mean, it's very... I haven't seen a +5 Gar that's beaten my blue team with my Luna. I have not found one. No, not yet. Even with the weapon really high. However, at +7, that's a whole other story. Once he gets to +7, he changes, revolutionizes. It's something incredibly disgusting. +7 is disgusting. However, as I said, with the last update, it feels like he's been a little bit nerfed. Not a lot, but a little bit nerfed. Enough if you have the same power in teams. In your teams, his team and your team are similar powers, there is a good chance that you'll be able to beat it if you have a good strategy to beat him. Luna, up until now, I've seen this the best strategy taking out Gars in general, all the Gars. So yeah, just make sure that you don't fight against an enemy that is really high in power or really higher than you in resonance. And you're probably going to be good with your Luna if you have a good strat in your team. I like to actually use Luna combined with Lumimbre. In that case, Lumimbre is this guy, by the way. Because that actually gives her a lot more strength, a lot more damage to actually take down your enemy. So if you don't have Luna, get Luna, get her to +5, get her weapon to +3 as soon as possible. She is very powerful, do not underestimate her, and you're able to get her for free if you play the game. So yeah, go ahead and get your Lunas, guys. You gotta get your Lunas for sure. Now, an actual Gar for defense, I've noticed that there's 2 ways to actually use Gar. I'm gonna mess up my defense team real quick here.
No betrayal.
There's 2 ways. Or you can use both, actually. You can actually put Gar next to Lumimbre. In my opinion, this is the scariest combination of the 2. And the other way is you actually put Naya next to him. Because once you actually get Naya next to him, you killing him with Luna becomes very, very difficult. Because he dies, he doesn't get less than 50%, and he revives over and over and over. So it's really annoying. So if you're able to actually make a team with Gar, with Lumimbre, and Naya, that is... I do not want to fight that team at all. At I don't think that I'm going to have a problem at +5, because Luna's got a counterattack on her own, even if the suck mana by Lumimbre. But still, this combination is really freaking strong, and he becomes really strong. Him at +7, oh my god, that is too much. That is too freaking much. Man, I do not want to fight that guy like that, so for sure. So that's pretty much the update for that. However, do I think that this is a must-have hero? I mean, this is a must-have hero for anybody that does not does not mind to spend a lot of money and getting a hero. That is for sure. If you're willing to cough up the cash, the straight, cold, hard cash that you actually need to actually get this hero, which is not cheap at all. $100 for 20 summons is freaking insane. But if you're willing to pay that and get him to +5 or up to +7, yeah, he's definitely gonna be a must-have for you. Now, for every other mortal in the game that does not even imagine to get this guy a +5 at least, yeah, he's not gonna be a must-have for you, because you can actually do the same things that you're trying to do with other heroes. Breaking shields, there's a lot of shield breakers out there. Lowering mana, there's heroes out there that'll give you overload mana, suck mana, and all that good stuff. And Mary's ability, yeah, he'll be able to. Other heroes can do that as well. Not in only one hero, that's the difference, but still. But if you got him at +0, +1, you can use him on your defense teams. On the attack teams, maybe you can use him in that case. But remember, he doesn't turn into a freaking dragon, and that makes it so much less fun. Remember, guys, this is a game. So if you're not having fun and you have a hero that you are not able to turn him into a freaking dragon, man, that's gonna take the fun out of it. So yeah, that's my subjective opinion about that. So yeah, so you have to cough up the money to get him to +5 to turn into a freaking dragon to have fun with him as a freaking dragon. Oh my god, man! If only there was a way to actually get this hero that is not freaking breaking the bank. I'll be all over this, but I cannot. My #1 rule is have fun with the game and do not affect your real life. For normal people, this will affect your real life. If you go all the way, like paying $400, actual $400 to get 80 summons. My god, that is insane, guys. But as time passes, most likely there will be more ways to get this guy summoned. Maybe when they offer a few more of these guys in the future, maybe they'll make it easier for us to actually get this insanely cool hero. Even if he's not as broken as he is right now in the future, I still want to get him to turn into a freaking dragon. And just hear, your time is up. Oh my god, that would be super amazing, super cool, man. But I'll continue to wait. I'm not gonna pay those monies, guys. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, any concerns, please leave it in the comments and we'll talk about it. Right? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.